Oh my God, I just looked at the time and I'm running so behind. I need to go meet for lunch or for dinner, and I should have been out of here a long time ago, and now I'm still here.
Why would you keep this in your video?
For a more complete story of the beaver, why not contact the Canadian Wildlife Service in Ottawa?
I know a lot of people who subscribe to my channel and who look at the videos and they comment on them. You'll probably notice the influx of the white supremacist trolls that want to come on my video and spew their rhetoric. So actually this video is actually for the white trolls.
Wait, you do understand that the trolls are only there to say inflammatory things and to get you to respond, right?
So my first thing is, let me educate these high IQ white trolls, because I get a lot of white trolls on here that want to sit here and say, oh, white people are intellectually superior to black people. And then I also get a lot of comments about racism.
So you don't actually know what trolls are. But you know what? Why don't I just go ahead and answer your points, and then we'll see if I'm actually a troll.
So, to all of these high IQ white people that don't know the definition of racism, let me just tell you what the definition of racism is. And you know what? I'm going to go a step further. I'm going to put the Merriam and the Webster's dictionary definition of racism so you can know exactly what it is.
So you really didn't post the definition of racism in your video or in your description from Merriam-Webster. So you know what? I'm going to do that for you right now. You're welcome. Now, I really hope you kept this definition in mind when you did this video, because if you contradict this, you'd look awfully silly now, wouldn't you?
Racism is not liking white people. Racism means that you feel that because of your race, you are superior to another group or another race of people. That is what racism is. So me not liking white people based off their actions and their evil ways doesn't have anything to do with racism.
Okay, let's take your example and see if it holds water. Let's say I own a McDonald's, and I've been running this McDonald's for about 6 years, and I've had a variety of staff go through the doors. And let's say the part of the world that my McDonald's is in is mostly white people. Let's say 98% white people. So over this period of time, I've only ever had 3 black employees. And let's say, just by happenstance, that these 3 employees were always late, always left early, and never did their jobs well. Are you telling me it wouldn't be racist for me to say, you know what, I don't like hiring black people because of what they've done and their immoral actions? That wouldn't be racist? Come on now.
Me stating facts about your genetic ability or lack thereof is not racism. Now, if I was to sit here and say black people are superior to white people based solely on the fact that we are black and you are white, then that would be racist.
You know what? You're correct. No fact about a particular group of people is racist. What is racist is when you apply this fact to individuals of that group to prejudge them.
However, if I can say I don't like you, that just means I don't like you. I can be prejudiced, I can be bigoted, but for me to be racist, that's a separate issue.
That's right. Racism isn't about being prejudiced against people because of the color of their skin. I mean, I'm so glad you provided that link to Merriam-Webster's dictionary that completely supports your point and totally doesn't make you look like a fool.
And so it's really interesting that you have all these genius and high IQ white people who don't even know the basic definition of racism.
Yeah.
Number 2, you can't be a superior person while literally being genetically inferior to the very people that you claim to be superior to.
Wait, what?
Number 2, you can't be a superior person while literally being genetically inferior to the very people that you claim to be superior to. So, this doesn't have anything to do with racism. This doesn't have anything to do with me not liking white people. I don't dislike all white people. I don't think all white people are the same. I don't think all white people hold a white supremacist evil mentality.
Of course you don't view all white people that way. It's not like you said as much.
So me not liking white people based off their actions and their evil ways doesn't have anything to do with racism.
I don't know how anyone would think you'd be capable of that.
So this isn't even directed towards every white people, but for the white supremacists and the bigoted and the hateful Jim Crow mentality white people who want to spew their false rhetoric
Wait, is this partly directed at the billionaires who are commenting on your YouTube channel?
I ought to club them and eat their bones.
The ones who really want to sit there and troll the videos and dispute facts and never really give any evidence to support their rebuttal, this is for you.
I hate to tell ya, but disputing facts is a valid form of argumentation.
For the ones that think that you are actually superior to a group of people who can do way more than you, that you literally could not survive without, this is for you.
Wait, one racial group can't survive without another racial group? That sounds like a superiority argument to me.
The sole purpose, let me tell you, with every species, this one of the sole most important purposes for that species is to ensure genetic survival, and they do this through procreation. In order for them to do this, though, the genetics of whatever species it is, it has to be able to survive through the process of natural selection.
Only from an evolutionary standpoint, however. I mean, we have lots of other ways to evaluate how superior or inferior a species is.
Now, we don't control that process. This is a process that is designed and controlled by nature. So, we don't need to tamper with it at all. Nature will show you who is genetically superior and who isn't, just based off your own existence.
Except that all living things, the things you're going to compare, exist. So, your process tells us nothing.
Now, white people are not able to do this. And this is just a simple fact. They are not able to do this because at the end of the day, and that doesn't mean that you cannot procreate, that white women cannot get pregnant. That doesn't have anything to do with it. That means that you are not able to ensure the survival of your species. Meaning, if more of you are dying than being born, and it's not because someone is physically killing you off, that means you cannot survive genetically the survival of your species. That means you cannot do that. That's just what that means.
It's important to note in evolution that it's not just the quantity of offspring that you have, it's the quality of offspring. This is why we see various mating rituals across many different species in our world, where those who are going to pass on their genes are tested to ensure that they're fit enough to do so. Evolutionarily speaking, nothing is more harmful to a population than indiscriminate breeding.
I don't control that. I don't control your genetics. So I don't have anything to do with that. These are just the facts of what you're not able to do. Black people and other races are able to do it. Animals are able to do it. Dogs can do it. Cats can do it. Bugs can do it. White people can't do it. I'm inclined to believe literally that at this point, dogs will outlive white people.
It's important to differentiate can't and won't. I mean, if every white woman was like this lady, I don't think we'd have any problems with.
And that's just really what it is right now. So I need to know, for all you white trolls, how is it that you are intellectually superior, intellectually and otherwise, and yet, despite your intellect and technological medical advances that you stole from Africans and other races of people, but you're saying that they're yours. So let's just say hypothetically they are yours. They are yours. You do have this high level of intelligence. Why is it that none of this intelligence has been able to make you ensure genetic survival?
And do you know what species will outlive black people? Cockroaches. Unquestionably. So, with all this black intelligence over cockroaches, why is it that they're not ensuring their survival to the degree that cockroaches are? Are cockroaches superior to black people?
Why is it that none of your intellectual superiority is able to ensure that you will be existing? Because it doesn't matter how smart you are if you don't exist. So my thing is if you're really that smart, why is it that you can't even do the one basic thing that the people that you claim to be superior to is able to do?
So maybe you should just copy cockroaches. Just have a lot of kids scurry around the kitchen floor, eat scraps, and, it'll work out.
You can say black people are as flawed as you want to. You can say we commit crimes, although you clearly commit more.
Not per capita, honey.
You can say that we have kids out of wedlock. Who cares? Your moral system determines whether you have kids out of wedlock. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're wrong. That's a subjective belief based on your spiritual system that you created and want to enforce on everyone else.
No, it's not based on religion or morality. It is a fact that children with two parents fare far better than children with one parent.
My thing is answer me this question for the white trolls. And if you come on here saying stuff, I'm just going to delete your comment and block you. So you're just going to waste your time. So you could do that. You could be a troll, or you could try to prove me wrong and prove that you are intellectually superior by giving me some facts and by answering these simple questions.
Done and done, unfortunately. You're a fool.
Because remember, you're smarter than me. You're intellectually superior to me. So I'm giving you this opportunity to educate me.
Thanks again for watching. If you liked the video, please share, comment, or subscribe. Have a good one.